Hey everybody, it's the Monday update, and I am in a different, you've never seen this backdrop before because it just started existing at the end of last week. This is a wall that you've never seen in my office in these videos. This is my new couch. So I have a new couch in my office. I'm very happy about it. It is also going to double as a guest bedroom now that people can travel again. We're having people stay over at our house and we need a decent, this guy converts into a bed, and we sprung for the extra money for the one that's not gonna hopefully be uncomfortable. But we haven't had anybody sleep on it yet, so we'll get the feedback when they do. But yeah, so this is my new office couch, and I don't know why, I'm just tickled pink about it and I love it. Which has nothing to do with my intentions for the week. Maybe a little bit. My intention for this week is a carryover of what I talked about last week with growth and intentional growth. And at the end of last week, I had learned about this concept of setting maximums for things along with my minimums. And I'm starting to sort of look at what that means. And so by the end of this week, this is like a rare intention that actually has like a product at the end of it, where I want to come away from this week with a thing. And I think I've seen this pattern in my intention setting videos where I'll sort of like circle something for a couple weeks and then I'll have a thing I want from it because it'll determine what I need, and then I'll go and enact, something that'll help me live my values. And sometimes the thing works out and sometimes it doesn't, and I just keep sort of learning and iterating. But yeah, so my intention this week is by the Thursday update, I want to have at least a framework that is not only written down where I can see it, so probably in my planner, that's written down, that is sort of like an actual quantifiable calendar, map, chart, something of maximums and minimums. And the minimums, I'm putting a specific caveat on the minimums. The minimums need to be about taking care of myself. The minimums need to be about eating and sleeping and moving my body and investing in things that sort of like preserve my brain. Because if the last month, May's slump month, has taught me anything, it's that it is fucking so easy for me to feel great when things are going my way and everything's working the way I want it to. I need way better systems, isn't the right word, but I think it's like the closest word that I'm going to be able to come up with right now. I need way better systems for how I prioritize my health and good feelings when things aren't going my way. Because the truth is that things are going to not go my way sometimes. That's how life is. That's how living works. And then they're going to go my way again. And some of that is in my control, and some of it is, like most of it, is wildly outside of my control. So what I can control in those situations where things aren't working out the way I want them to, then I need to be able to like recenter myself and understand that just because something's not going my way doesn't mean that I'm not worthy of care, that I'm not just as good as I was when things were going my way. So I think having maximums on things that, and some of these things that I want to put maximums on, I feel some kind of way about, because, I want to put maximums on how many trainings I do. But I love doing trainings. And it's like, yeah, I love doing trainings. And also, when I show up to a training, I'm bringing my whole entire authentic self with me. I teach from curriculums that I write, but I teach mostly to the people who are in the room. Whoever's in the room, as far as I have the ability to, they get the lesson, the workshop, the speech, whatever that they need from me that I can provide them. That takes a lot of energy going back and forth, especially on Zoom. It just takes a lot of like brain has to be open, hard. And I love it. And at the end of every training, I feel amazing. And I also feel good in the way that you feel good, you know, if you're like a runner and after you've run like an especially long run and nothing went wrong, right? You can't do that every day. So being able to put safeguards around that stuff, I don't like it because I really, like I want more and more and more. Like I wish I could teach a training every day, but I don't think I physically can right now. I don't have the kind of support or structures for that to happen. I think that it's easy, you know, I could make that a goal in the long term, but while this is, you know, a small shop, I need to put some boundaries around when I'm doing those things that even if they fulfill me, also take a lot of work and energy. So that when I get to do them, I can do them fully and be really there for everyone. So that's that. Last week I said I'm in classes like 10.5 hours per week. This is the last week that's true. Next week one of my classes ends, and then the week after that another of my classes, both of my other classes end. So by July I will be not in classes. So I'm going to hold off on taking some education for a little bit there. But yeah, that's long story short. I want to set minimums and maximums. I want to have them written down. I want to be able to start implementing that in my work by Thursday. What are your intentions? Put them down below. See you later.